Hey everybody, it's CJ Graham, Jason Voorhees. That's right, Friday the 13th, part 6. And you're listening to the scenesnobs.com.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast.
That is right, everybody. Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast. It's Tuesday night. It's 9 p.m. and you are joining us because you love us.
As much as we love you.
Sprinkle the love on me.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Like R. Kelly style? Too soon?
But dude, convicted on all counts.
Thank God. And he's got 3 more cases coming up. I hope that son of a bitch burns.
Oh, yeah. Screw him. Although bump and grind is pretty...
Nope. You can't anymore. No, you cannot. You cannot.
Yes, you can.
You cannot. I cannot separate the artist and the art. I can't do it. It's very difficult for me.
Ignition remix? I mean...
The remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing, sipping on Coke and rum, wishing so what I'm drunk. It's the freaking Wiccan, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. Yeah, fuck that guy.
I love it. And that's what we're all about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're purging ourselves. So you guys know. October 6th is the anniversary or birthday, if you will, of the Scene Snobs.
Yes.
It's when we started this venture. And October 5th is a Tuesday this year. So we're doing a 2-hour special.
Yep. It's going to be a special right lined up like we were in the birth canal, getting ready to be sucked into the world and reality and screaming and crying into this horrible abyss known as life.
That, and maybe we'll just bring you some entertainment.
Sometimes.
We're going to have lots of guests on. They're going to roast us or congratulate us or whatever, but at least 2 hours. That's what I'm aiming for, is 2 hours. If it goes longer, who knows? I stopped putting a cap on things lately because we just go. And if you guys enjoy it, we love it. Just join in on the fun. But we got some big stuff going on.
Big stuff.
So, as you know, Halloween is one of our favorite holidays. And October 1st is the official start to spooky season. Ours started way back in August. But I will say this. We are going to do, and I'm going to pull it up because I'm going to get rid of the comments. We'll get to the comments just so I can
that's
love
hard.
you all.
It's hard.
We appreciate you guys.
No, just seeing Jason like that made me hard.
That's fair. It's very fair. It's like for him, but, Jason.
Looking good, boy.
So October 1st is the beginning of our month-long The Scene Snobs Halloween Horror Fest. We are going to do something every day through October.
The whole month.
Specials, interviews, shows, giveaways, the whole 9. We are going all out for Halloween, and we want you all to join us. It's going to be sick.
I mean, you better join us. It's not like you have an option. You're already one of us. So now you're here, and it's too late. Congratulations.
But since it's our 2-year anniversary next week, we are going to purge ourselves this week. This is our F-off episode.
Just letting it go. You just got to get that energy out. We're
going to bitch about things. We're going to get it all out so we can start the next year of our show right.
Yes, this is our version of Festivus where we get to choose every single person that we dislike or have some issue with and just tear them apart.
I love it. But
nicely,
we started with R.
because
Kelly.
We love everybody.
We started with R. Kelly. Fuck you, R. Kelly.
Oh, lots of fuck yous.
I love it. So, our prize giveaways have not been going well.
Well, I think they've been going great for us because we haven't given anything away. So
we gave one thing away.
We're net positive, baby.
We gave one thing away. And that was to Radar, and he thanked me, and I appreciate it.
Because Radar's the titty balls. Well, let's say hey to everybody before we really get on a roll here.
Yes. I'll announce afterwards.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. So let's go over the comments real quick. See who's here. Jason, always good to see you, my friend. Corinne, hey, what's going on, Corinne? We always love you to join. Radar, what's up, buddy?
Woo!
Jeez, Taylor says, no more trapping people in closets.
Not anymore. As some bitch is going to get trapped himself.
He ain't keeping much on the DL in prison, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron, our good buddy Ron, who I had the joyous occasion of being on Crossing Streams last week with, I'm proud once more to be seen with the Snobs. I love it.
Yeah, love you, Ron.
Maybe.
A 12-hour marathon of people ripping us apart, because there's a lot of people who I'm sure want to talk a lot of shit.
Oh my God,
So
there's so many
we
who
could
already
load it
do.
up. Yeah. 12 hours might cover it. Like,
if I could tie in getting roasted for 12 hours straight with some charity that we can make money for people to do it, and this charity makes a lot of money, I would 100%. I don't care about getting ripped apart.
Well, we could always look into potentially the National Suicide Hotline. Recently lost a friend to that, unfortunately. So just want to, as we always enjoy being able to tell everyone to go fuck themselves and be kind and loving, we also want to tell you, you know what, be nice to yourself. Understand that, this is a funny thing. We're having laughs at it. But if for a moment of seriousness, sorry, it's just been something that recently hit me this past week. So just, if you feel like you need to reach out to somebody, the suicide hotlines out there, please don't ever feel like you're alone, and please reach out to people. People care. People love you. So be kind to yourself.
100% right.
Yeah.
Great advice, Casey. Do you want to give your friend's name just so we can memorialize him on the show? No. Well, we do remember him, and you're in our hearts right now, and all of his family and friends for sure.
So yeah. But thank you for that. Love you all.
Radar says, I appreciate the F him sentiment, but that South Park episode will never not be fun. That's true.
Absolutely. It's very true. It will always be hilarious.
Says, sorry for your loss, brother. But we do have a fun announcement. Oh, well, we'll do this one more. And then Ross says, sorry for your loss, CRP. Continue to shine that light.
Thank you, Jason.
He does.
Yes, but all right, enough of that. So seriousness aside, it's time to tell people to go fuck themselves.
No, real quick, we have to make announcements because we're going to be doing this throughout the episode.
Oh, biscuits and gravy. Okay.
Our Patreon supporters. The
sexiest of the sexy.
We're doing 5 giveaways tonight. For our Patreon supporters. Now, if you do feel inclined to want to sign up, please do. We appreciate it. Head over to our Patreon page. It's $5 a month, and we do prize giveaways every month. And we're going to be doing a lot through October as well. We have a lot planned for all of our Patreon supporters. But we have 7 supporters. We're going to do 5 giveaways tonight. But the 2 who don't win one of the prizes are still going to get something.
Yes. So, my love and adoration.
Before we start, I want to show off the prizes real quick. And the first prize that will be going up is, we showed it last week, the Cabin 13 Ginger Dead Man Christmas ornament. That will be up for grabs. That'll be the first thing we give up.
It looks so cuddly. How could you not enjoy that?
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it.
Right?
Cabin 13 made it as a beautiful piece. Motel Hell will be number 2, the pillowcase.
Fuck yes.
Because we love our supporters. And they're all horror fans.
Yes.
Then we have
still
Halloween
one of the best. I'm waiting to steal that. What's going to happen? You see, is if no one else
sign up for the
wins that one. Sign up for the Patreon. Shit. He's got me. Finally over a barrel, Mick. Finally.
We are going to be doing a movie poster as the last prize giveaway. Mm-hmm. But donated by our sponsor, Kimball's Cookies, for a giveaway, we're doing a Todd the Zombie. Their design is their creature design. One of them that are coming out. They're going to have a lot more coming out available for Halloween. But this is Todd the Zombie. This is their first character design. It's 3 cookies. They are delicious. That one was just made. It's packaged, and we will send it out to one of our lucky patrons tonight. Now, you don't have to be a patron right now. If you sign up before the end of the episode, you will be eligible, but you got to let me know in the comments so I can add your name to the random picker.
The random picker. I really love that Todd the Zombie. It came out great. It looks wonderful. And let me tell you all, those Kimball's cookies do not disappoint. I love them thoroughly.
I do as well. And I am going to say this right off the bat. Before we get started, the winner of the Ginger Dead Man is Jason Taylor.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Congratulations, Jason. And you can go fuck yourself. Actually, with love. Like, I mean,
Not R. Kelly go fuck themselves.
fuck yourself well.
I like how I called it the F off episode, and you were taking this way too serious. No, I'm just kidding.
You called it that. That's what we're doing. All right. I've built it up now. I'm prepared. I had a whole other subset I was going to go with, which was all positive and lovey and mushy. But slowly over the course of the last 45 minutes in prepping for this, I just went, oh, yeah, you know what? And fuck them too. Oh, and fuck them too.
Like Radar says, Mick is making Casey build up the F.
He is, man. That's the thing. He knows how to get me, and it's just a matter of time. The son of a bitch is so good.
It is very good, Jason. But you get the fake cookie right now. I do love the zombie cookie or two. Oh, they're available. You can head over to Kimball's Cookies anytime, and they're taking orders. And they have lots more coming.
Yeah.
And congrats, awesome. Radar says so. So, Casey, let me ask you this. It's been a crazy 2 years.
Yeah.
On the Scene Snobs. And again, I want to just purge. I want to purge that time. I want to talk about things that have really bothered us. I mean, I know just me dealing with the Scene Snobs. And not dealing, I love the Scene Snobs, but running the Scene Snobs, I have run into so many obstacles. Other podcasters, movie aficionados, who work at movie theaters around here, ex-hosts that were just completely diabolical and ridiculous human beings who I've never said a bad word about until this time. And they're just shit-talking assholes. And so much more. Now, with all of that, we have prevailed. We have a wonderful base of people who watch and listen to our show.
Well, we have some glorious human beings who decide that they want to be entertained by us for an hour. I don't know why, but keep going, guys.
Yeah, I mean, don't listen to him. You know why.
Yeah, no, never listen to me. Terrible idea. Worst influence ever.
You love it. It's so true.
Sucker from the teat of brilliance.
Truly, truly is. You know, I just, but when I think about all those things and I think about, like, you know, how far we've even come, you remember when we started in this room?
Yep.
This is 2019. Let's go back a little farther, shall we?
Shall we? Shall we dig back deeper?
Let's dig back a little deeper.
How far back? So I believe circa 2007 was when I was a member of a little radio show. Way back when, Off Topic Radio, out of a tattoo shop. No less. We did live shows out of a tattoo shop. It was rad as shit. My buddy's tattoo shop. It was awesome.
Oh, it was amazing. Your setup there was so
much fun. Oh, it was a giant table, a bunch of mics. We had this little like producer like booth set up. Oh, it was fantastic. And that's where our lovely faces got introduced.
Yep.
As we did a radio show on there. And then we moved on to greener pastures. We moved
greener.
Up. They were greener.
We worked hard on that one.
Yes, we did. Little ditty.
We worked hard.
Wait. A little ditty called Mystery Elephant. It was awesome. We had a blast. It was a good time. Unfortunately, hey, man, life happens. Shit happens.
Life does happen.
And things move. And, you know, this earth is always shifting, bro. The tectonic plates won't fucking stop. So you just have to deal with the fact that there are mountains, there are valleys, there are volcanoes. Get the fuck over it. Shit happens. So here we are, moving past through those 5 years that we had a show. Is that how long we were on for?
We were on so we started in August of 2013 on Mystery Elephant.
Okay, yeah.
Before that, like you said, you were on Off Topic.
Yeah.
Since 2007, I was on Mario Likes Movies since 2011. So like I was. Oh, this is my tenure.
Yeah, my timeline's wrong. That was actually 2010. So I've hit my 10.
So you're about you were doing it before me, and then I was a guest on your show Off Topic Radio, and then we did Mystery. So we started Mystery Elephant August 2013, and that went until 2018, beginning of 2018. I say March. So
wow,
you know, 5 years. So long.
Yeah, I mean, I've had no relationship last that long.
My God.
So the first fuck you that I have to dole out through that entire time is a big fuck you to this guy. Because, to me. Because I did not take the situation between us seriously enough to make the situation right for us 2 years ago. So there we go. That's the first one. Yep. See, there you go. So there's my first one. That's my first mega doled out. But that's like a real fuck you to me.
I'm waiting for the next one to be like, and now, fuck you.
Now, you son of a bitch.
What did I start here?
You fucking egomaniac where you can't fucking get along with someone else's idea.
Let's go back to the giveaways.
Fuck yourself.
I can give away to other people's ideas. I think I do pretty well.
No, you actually do a really good job. I'm the one who usually gets defensive when you try to be like, hey, man, just verifying or just double checking. And I'm immediately like, yeah, why don't you go fuck yourself? You know how busy I am? Yeah, he's totally right. Like literally 2 minutes after I walk away from any conversation, I'm like, well, they're probably right.
You're being way too hard on yourself from a conversation from earlier today.
You don't understand who I am, Mick. I had 47 revolutions in my mind of how all of that played out.
I know.
How it could have been corrected and also adjusted and better. And in the end, I just went, well, it's all in the way and manner in which I received it and I send it back. So really,
I said okay to that because I'm just
I saw it.
I'm gonna leave this alone. He's having a rough day. Because you told me right off the bat you were having a rough day. So I was like, you know what? I probably could have asked this question tomorrow. So I was like, I'm going to leave this alone and just let him
You know me. I just got to stew on it. I'm like a good chili. If you just let it sit longer, eventually the aromatic just spreads out amongst everything and it becomes fucking cool.
Fair. But you know what? It is. It's cool. It's all good. Water under the bridge. I wasn't even thinking about that.
No, it's just once again, though, and that's why I brought up the comment. Also, we had a discussion earlier about I had taken a nap after kind of coming incorrectly at my friend here, and I took a nap and I was like, oh wow, a totally different human. Sorry. So once again, fuck me.
It's all good, man. It's all good, brother. All right. So Ron Lippett says, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider a challenge.
I'm so glad you didn't screen that. I'm so glad you didn't screen that.
Oh my God, that's amazing. And then Radar says, always remember greener pastures usually look that way because of all the No, we did. We went on to Mystery Elephant and it went well. That was a good show.
Yeah. We had a blast doing it.
Yeah, and we did pretty well with it. So let me ask you this. What kind of topics from all of the different shows you've been on, including this, what kind of topics do you enjoy talking about the most?
Anything that we're able to take a little bit of oddity and take kind of the what's going on in the world and move it into how would we create a funny situation with it. We're always great. Gotham and the OSHA regulations.
Oh my God.
Where we just broke down the fact that Gotham is the worst fucking city because there's no OSHA. So what kind of federal fucking government runs this place? Fuck Gotham. Yeah. Every time we bring this up now, though, I immediately go to this because the amount of toxic waste that was allowed to be pumped through there. Here's the thing. Those were comic books from the 60s, man. They were aware of all this shit. It hasn't changed. We still suck. Human beings still kind of fucking suck. We're not doing anything really great. Anything really nice. The overall group is just we're just gonna toxic sludge, man, more money.
I'm loving this. I want you to be Debbie Downer the whole episode because that means next week you're gonna be riding the high, man.
Oh yeah, no, this is my purge, man. You said purge, so
I'm not purge. Well, I will say this.
Anyone else who's also made it through this 19 minutes at any point, listening at any point, please do not listen to this with your children around. It is literally called the Fuck You episode for a reason. Love you all. Please don't. Sorry.
Kitty's to bed. I'm so glad that we're the lunchtime show on.
Oh, man. What a horrifying idea.
Oh, man. All right. So I will say this to the OSHA Batman. So, there is a meme out now that says Gotham City doesn't need, it shows the vats, the chemical vats, and it's if they don't need Batman, they need OSHA. That was us. Because every time I see that, I think about it. And I'm like, we had that conversation like 9 years ago.
Well, yeah,
on the show.
It's fucking real. Oh, we went. I mean, that was an almost 2-hour long episode, bro. We went real deep with that one. Real deep. I mean, we could also talk about the fact that Metropolis is clearly problematically been gentrified. I mean, we could get into
100%.
that, but that's neither. It's not for me to say because I don't know Metropolis' the city's history. I haven't done enough research, but looks kind of, a little too upscale, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're forcing everybody to move over to Gotham.
Yeah, that's right? Sure. Which is horseshit. What do they have? Like, what's their major industry in Gotham? Fucking fishing? Like, come on.
I don't know.
Creating more chemical waste?
Just having rich billionaires kind of pop around?
It's the least logical place to live. Why would you keep your family there?
Before we get there, I do want to say this. I want to do another giveaway. So
let's do it. 21 minutes in, give it away.
This is for because you reminded me like we're 20 minutes in. This is for Motel Hell pillowcase. Here we go. So Jason, I took you out of the last one.
Yes.
Because you won. And I want everybody, all of our patrons, to have a fair shake.
Your Genie has decided.
All done. Done and done.
Whoa.
All done. Congratulations, my friend.
Wow.
So we have
Way to go, Paul Dunn. All right.
And then we remember Halloween 2. We have the cookies. Oh, I forgot.
There's number 5.
Actually, technically, it's number 6.
Oh, is it?
I forgot about it. Halloween 3. So, you want to be a patron member? Better sign up now.
Sounds like now's the time. It is. This is sexy time, y'all.
And I got lots of stuff ready to go.
Oh, does he ever?
And I'm in like holding out, not the good stuff. Like it's all that's like good. All this stuff is good in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But it's like fun horror movie stuff for October. So we're gonna have some giveaways in October as well. Dan, of course, having won the Nightmare on Elm Street poster, and we are going to be doing another poster tonight. I'm thinking like Evil Dead 2, maybe Halloween, something like that. There's a really cool Creepshow poster that I would. I think that would be pretty awesome. But
I mean, Creepshow is pretty righteous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's a 24 by 36.
Sweet.
I think that's the dimensions that we're going to. Yeah, 24 by 36. So it's a full movie poster.
Yeah, it's legit. I mean, here's the question, though. What about some of us who live in tiny houses, bro? Maybe we don't want huge.
All right, then you can pick an 11 by 17.
Just fucking with you.
An 8 by 10.
An 8 by 10. Here you go. Yes.
I printed this up for you.
This is yours.
So, but talking about it, so we actually, another thing that we have, like, that's going to be really fun for the anniversary. On the night of the anniversary, we're going to be unveiling a very special thing that is near and dear to our heart. And actually, let's just tell the listeners.
Okay, let's do it.
They can jump in.
Let's get real.
Then we won't announce it until like the weekend or something. So many of you may not know this, but our very first episode was audio only. It was an hour and 30, I think an hour and 29 minutes, something like that.
Some kind of incoherent babble.
But we wanted a YouTube channel. And we have one, of course, so go subscribe. So I took the video from Night of the Living Dead, a public domain copy, which had the exact amount of minutes that we had recorded for our first show. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you're watching Night of the Living Dead while we're talking about whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. And for that hour and a half. So what we're going to do is Casey, the voice master, myself, not a voice master at all.
Which is going to be great for all 7 roles.
And unsung Scene Snob. She is just a member, just as much a member of the Scene Snobs as all of us.
All day.
All day long.
All day.
Our good buddy Ann Bruns is going to join in with us, and we are going to do our own improv version of Night of the Living Dead. We're going to take the audio out again.
Yep. It's going to be gone.
And it's going to be us you're listening to, making you laugh for that hour and a half.
With ridiculous, eerie music playing. Maybe it'll change. I'm so excited for the background music, bro. I realize I need to focus on my voices. Like, I probably should, prep, train a little bit, not just try to jump in like a jackass and swing from the hip. But here we go. We're going to do it. and very excited for the music because I'm thinking like we could have a little Bach, maybe something haunting by Mendelssohn.
Oh, we can definitely come up with some stuff because
yeah.
it'll just be our voices. They can just add the layers later, but I think it's going to be a fun one. So we're going to act it out. We're going to have some fun with it. So that will premiere October 6th at 8 p.m. And that will be our...
I'm very excited.
Yes, I'm very excited for that one too. It's going to be funny.
So unfortunately, you won't be able to interact with us on that show, but you can continue for the next, well, we're 25 minutes in, so we've got about another 37 minutes or 85 minutes. Who knows? It's us. To be able to tell us to fuck us. I think it's only fair that we reach out and let you guys, the listeners, you folk, tell us what pieces of garbage we are. If you got something you want to tell us to fuck you, hey, do it, man. Do it. Give us the fucks. Mick, I've been, I've been hogging a bunch of fucks. So why don't you go ahead and unleash some fucks on us, bro? What you got?
All right. So I don't like to bitch. I think we all know that. I like to complain about movies and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about like real life bitching. I try to keep my mouth shut. Just try to keep trudging along. I don't like to bitch about people, stuff like that if I don't have to. Some people push you that far. Ex-co-hosts who I really don't give a shit about, but it's a Purge episode, so go for it. All right. But this one is going to be actually about podcasting in general. And we've met a lot of very cool people in the podcast world.
Yes, we have. While
doing this. Like the thing that bugs me about being in the podcast world, again, I'm going on 10 years, you're at 11. I mean, I'm not even going on 10 years. I'm at 10 years. Mm-hmm. And you're going, you are at 11. We've been doing this a long time. We both work at it. We both work for it. We both work to get better at it all the time. Here's what bothers me. I understand COVID hit. People didn't have a lot to do. Everybody started a podcast. That's why there's 7 billion podcasts in the world. I'm fine with that. I'm not saying people can't start a podcast. My problem is the podcasters who never fucking change. They never adapt. They never get any better. They never realize they need to get better because they think that they're interesting and they're not. And that happens more often than not. And that's what bugs me, is because I see it over and over again. And it's becoming an industry where people don't realize this is an actual industry. And it's been going on long before podcasting was a thing. Internet radio, everything in between. Like, you have to be good at what you do. You can't get on a mic and just say, I'm interesting. First of all, if you have dead air on your show, you fucking suck. Sorry, you fucking suck.
No, that's
Stop
okay.
With the dead air. When we have dead air on our show, people understand it's an awkward pause. We know it's timed.
I hate it.
We hate it, but it is for an effect and it is funny. We know what we're doing. We do the comedy bits. I would venture to say we're professionals at this. Why? Because I watch countless God fucking knows how many hours of videos to study how to interview, to study how to talk to people, to study how to bring up topics, study how to have discussions into a mic, to charm schools, all that different stuff you got to do. So people will be about. Now, I understand that I sound like I'm bitching and I'm moaning and like nobody should podcast. That's not what I'm saying.
Don't you dare become apologetic. This is the fuck you episode and I won't fucking allow it.
And now, if people are asking, and they're podcasters and they're asking, I wonder if he's talking about me, I am.
Wow.
Awkward pause. There you go. Yeah, see, it was fun.
No,
no. If you are asking if I'm talking about you, maybe take a moment, think about if you're good at this or not. Now, if you say to yourself, no, I'm not great at this, I can improve. Go out there and try and work it. I'm not saying quit it. Don't follow your dream. Don't do this. Don't do that. I'm not being that guy. All I'm saying is it takes work. I work at this constantly. I'm up all hours of the night. I'm up all day long. I'm always putting in work into how this gets done. We do 1 hour a week, plus some interviews, plus some other little things here and there I have to edit together. But for the most part, we have calmed down quite a bit, and I still work at it because you have to constantly work at it. You have to constantly try and find people. You have to get better at it. I will sit there and write down ideas for topics all week long while I'm watching videos and, okay, well, maybe I want to watch this interview or talk to this person because I like their style in this situation and blah, blah, blah. You got interwoven everything. Why am I bitching about this? Because there's too many fucking podcasters out there. We've met a lot of really good ones.
Some amazing ones.
And I'm very excited to be a part of them. We've met a lot of mediocre ones, more than we've met good ones. A lot of mediocre who show no signs of improvement. And I hope they would. That's on them. They have to turn around and say, all right, how do I take this to the next level? Where do I go from here? It's not always get the better mic. It's not always get this, that, and the other thing. Sometimes it may be just changing up topics to get more interesting. Maybe it's figuring out how to talk into a mic to the point where people want to listen to you. But I will tell you this, for all the good ones we've met, for all the mediocre ones we've met a fuck ton more that are bad. Constantly. And I don't mind coaching. I don't mind talking to people. I don't mind helping them along the way, seeing what they need, how they can improve. But all of the bad ones tend to have something in common. They don't realize they're bad at it. And they don't want to hear that they're bad at it. So that's what I'm bitching about, is the people who are bad at it. Sorry, this is an industry. Whether it be an industry that you recognize as a full-fledged industry that's built, I don't give a shit. It is an industry, and it is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, as we can see through how many millions and millions and millions of dollars, billions at this point, are being pumped into this industry. And I'm so tired of people bitching and moaning, podcasters bitching and moaning, why don't I have that? Why don't I have that? When I see you succeed, a good podcaster is out there, or a great one, and they succeed, I'm like, sweet, good on you. I've never said, fuck that guy. Even when I see bad podcasters and mediocre podcasters succeed in something, good, keep it going. I just hope that you tweak this or tweak that. I'm saying that to myself. You ask me, I'll tell you. But I am so tired of watching people succeed, and then other people are just like, well, how the fuck did they do that? Have you even listened to their show with this, that? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
That's right.
That's my person.
Don't hold back.
Fuck
Give
that
more.
shit.
There's
I'm
more
tired.
in there.
I don't mind collaborating with people.
Yeah.
Sometimes, listen, I can throw a fucking rock.
Yeah.
And I can throw a rock at a convention, a movie convention, and hit 45 podcasters who all talked about what Marvel's doing that week, or what Star Wars is doing that week, or what fucking horror movie is coming out that week. And that's great. I'm not saying that's not interesting. We talk about those things too. We try not to as much as possible because everybody's talking about those things. And we'd rather be assholes and just make you laugh for a fucking hour or whatever.
Hey, I got a hypothetical. What if I asked you to be one of my producers too? Like for free.
Oh yeah, God only. Oh my God. How many times have been asked for that? But I mean, that happened. That's been happening in the film industry for.
I mean, that's
too.
Fair. That's kind of your
like
life. But you know what tonight is?
Purge night. I feel bad. I could do a whole six-part episodic miniseries about how shitty filmmakers can be and get treated. So I'm going to leave that one alone. This is talking about the podcast industry, and all I'm saying is if you're not willing to adapt or get better or recognize where your faults are, get out of the game. Because I can take a shitty person on the mic who has no idea what they're saying, that's just on the mic talking about the same thing 50 million other people are doing. Shut up. 50 million other people are doing. As they have some passion and are willing to adapt and work towards it, I give them more credit than the people who are just like, hey, I'm a professional podcaster and I know what I'm talking about and I make you entertained. And then I listen to your show and I'm like, This is a fucking snooze fest.
Well, I mean, I think it's important that everyone needs to get better at all the time. I mean, I have no point in my life gone, well, I've learned everything I need to about that later. You know, I'm learning shit about lacing my shoes because there's so many different ways to lace your shoes. I'm telling you, there's so many things you can learn about anything. So anybody who's out there podcasting, anyone who's out there chasing a dream, just learn. Anyone can learn. There's plenty of resources, but for the people who just refuse to, the people who think they're good enough, the people who are just satisfied with being where they are, cool. If that's where you want to be, just don't be a dick to other people when they're succeeding.
Oh, and another fucking thing.
Yes.
If you just started fucking podcasting during COVID, shut the fuck up giving any type of information to anybody else. I have seen way too much fucking podcasters. Well, during COVID, I wanted to start and I wanted to do something. Fine. That's fine. I don't give a shit about that. But then they will get, their shows aren't doing well. And then they will give fucking advice to other shows. Fuck you. Don't do that shit. Learn yourself. Because I'll give information to people, but I'm doing this for 10 years. Every aspect of it. Every aspect. Technical, background, marketing, the whole 9. 10 fucking years.
Sexually, too.
And I've been on 3 different shows. And that have all done well. And fuck, I cannot stand people who got into this during COVID and are like, well, you need to do this because they want to feel important. That's the only, and I don't mind you feeling important. I don't. I think everybody should have an importance or
Absolutely.
feel importance.
Everyone has
themselves.
a voice and it should be heard.
But don't. That's like walking onto the NFL because COVID and they needed a replacement player. And for some reason it's you, and you walk in and you're talking to all these guys, these veterans, and telling them, yeah, here's what you should do here. Or no, I'm sorry, wrong metaphor. You're talking to the other fucking rookies and telling them like, this is how this goes. This is how this goes. And all the veterans are listening to you like, shut the fuck up. No, you're wrong. You're giving them the wrong advice. Shut the fuck up. When your numbers are at a certain point, then talk to us. Right? And I don't flaunt numbers. I don't throw numbers in people's faces. I've learned that the hard way. If I say, hey, awesome, we got 12,000 downloads. We got 28,000 downloads. This, that, and the other thing. I have 10 people fucking messaging me just like, how do you do it? Okay, well, I'll talk to you. And then I have people messaging them and they come to me and they say, how the fuck is this guy doing it? Well, go fuck yourself because I work at it. Because I see all your Facebook pages, I see all your fucking Twitters, I see all your Instagrams, and they barely have any shit on it about your shows.
Good.
So,
yes,
fuck you.
give in to your anger.
I don't know. That shit just pisses me off. And, like, I don't want to make this about, like, let's shit on podcasters, because that's not what this is.
No, this is fuck everyone over the last couple of years that we've incessantly needed to tell them to go fuck themselves.
I'll tell you that, and I tell you this story in case you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to.
Or the very institutions which need to be fucked.
True. I'm not going to name any names, but I remember telling a story about my childhood, growing up, and I grew up in a bar with my dad.
Yep.
He was an alcoholic. He hung out with the rest of his friends and family in a bar, and I hung out there every day after school. Shooting pool, shooting darts, just kind of hanging out, drinking a Coke, doing my homework, whatever. And that went on for years and years. Mm-hmm. And I would tell that story about like, yeah, you know, I got pretty good at pool because we would play there and the other guys would want to play and they teach you and this or darts. And I got really good at it to the point where I grew up and I was a pretty good hustler at it. Not that I stepped out and was like, I'm going to do this, but like sometimes you need to, make some money. You might hustle a game of darts or something. And I did pretty well. Nothing ever major or anything like that. So anyway, I've told this story before, and a guy that I told it to, he had a shitty memory, I guess. He sat down, and he was telling me a story about how he was playing darts, whether it was kids or his wife or whatever. And now he went and he told this whole story, how he went to the bar with his dad, and his dad was an alcoholic and would drink, and he would do this and that. And he told my story verbatim the way I told it to him. To me. And I looked at him like, you fucking joke of a human being. You stole my story. You stole my childhood. And you're telling it back to me. How many other people have you told this to? And I remember this guy did this, and I was like, and that was kind of last straw with him. I was like, you're fucking reject. Reject. I said reject. I would not say the other word.
Yes. No, reject. Rejected from your life.
That's right. But why I'm telling this now is because it reminds me of essentially being in the podcasting world. There are a lot of people I've met that I'm really enjoy being friendly with and working with and collaborating with the whole 9 yards.
I'd have to say, for me, I've lucked out. It's been the lion's share.
Yeah.
Like, it really hasn't been many scuds, to be quite frank. And that's through many years. That's through many years. I mean, you're the producer guy. I'm just the face man. I'm the guy who shows up right on time. I make people laugh, do my bit, and then I'm going to right the fuck up.
That's fair. I will say, yes, because I get the messages, and that's why they always come to me. My problem is, the reason I'm equating that story is it comes down to there's so many podcasters who have been doing this for maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years. A lot of them not. Like, it was COVID where they started. Started COVID and isolation. They'll come to me and they will tell stories about like how much they know and how long they've been doing this without actually saying the years or the time frame they've been doing this. And then I look at them and I'm just like, I'm doing this 10 years, dude. Calm the fuck down. You are not the man in this. And I'm not even saying I am. But you are not the man. So stop acting like it. And I cannot stand that shit anymore.
I mean, that's fair, man. I understand. You have every right to feel that way.
Because I feel like it shits on something that's beloved to me. Like, I
disagree
love
there because I think everyone should have the opportunity to do stand-up. I think everyone should try the opportunity to reach out and display themselves. I think everyone should try to break those barriers of things that have been inside of their heads where they feel like maybe there's a comfort factor there that they've struggled with through their lives. So they're trying to use this as a tool. So there's definitely things out there that if you are trying to do this in a positive way, we're not shitting on you guys. We're shitting on the people who are just shitheads who show up and go, well, I'm obviously the best at this because I have the newest things and this is all I'm going to do. Done. Yeah, and they just go, and then they get upset when other people are succeeding and they don't understand the avenues, and you give them advice and they decide to do something else, and it's like, well, okay, you tried your own thing. There's nothing to be upset about. That's fine. You gave it a shot, and there's bitterness and resentment that grows for no fucking reason, and I think it's wasted.
To me, it's one of those things that it's kind of like when you show up. Maybe you're a grad student, you show up at a party filled with professors, and you talk to everybody like. Everything that's going on. I'm actually glad you said comedian, because I do agree that if you feel a strong enough connection to go out and try theater or try to act or try stand-up, fine, go do your open mics. And I'm not saying quit if you suck, because everybody bombs.
No, that's the whole thing, man. You got to suck to get better. You've got to fail to succeed. It's period. Dot. It's goddamn fucking. There's a equation to this shit.
What I'm saying is, don't walk up on a stage, do an open mic set, and then walk off and tell everybody you're a comedian. You're not. And that's my point. Stop trying to claim you are this thing before you've gotten there.
That's totally fair.
Let's do another giveaway.
And there it is. At 44 minutes, we're ready for giveaway number 2.
Actually, let's do 2 quick giveaways.
Ooh, I like it. Rapid fire lightning round.
So Paul won, Jason won, and Paul won. Now, let me get rid of Paul's name. Okay. So this one is for the Halloween 2 pillowcase.
Yes, my favorite.
Love it. I love it.
All right. So whoever gets this, I just want you to know, I'll be there.
You'll be there. He'll take it from you.
No, I'm just staring at you while you've got your curled up with your pillow.
John Burhop, you won, buddy.
John, way to go, John.
Congrats to you. And then we'll follow it up with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch Pillowcase, to which we have 2 more giveaways we'll do towards the end of the show. But I bitched enough. So this is the Halloween 3 pillowcase, and the winner, let me do the random name picker as I do. So John won that one. So we got 4 more left. Let's see. And then, all right. Tim won the pillowcase. Congratulations, Tim.
Congratulations, Tim. You have won yourself a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch pillowcase.
So the one thing I like
100%, is that cotton? Is that 100% cotton?
I have no idea.
No.
What
maybe
is
a nylon
cotton?
blend?
Is it 100% cotton?
Let's see what that is.
I don't know.
All right. Well, excellent work. I'm very impressed. And I'm proud that we just took a little extra time out of your life to search for a tag on a pillowcase. And fuck you again.
All I know is no other podcasts have ever watched The Door, so I can grab a signature. Oh, yeah, of course we will.
Bro,
we did do that for you.
You got to know, we're one small family, man. Humans is humans, and we're all doing the same thing on this world. And us horror fans are even tighter. We're a smaller group. So, if we can do a little bit to help each other out, why not? Watch a door, grab a water, be nice, give a laugh, man, and tell everybody else who wants to have attitude to go fuck themselves.
100% agree.
God, I love how many times I've been able to swear on this episode. It's unleashed.
Oh, it's such a bad episode. It's so naughty.
Oh, it's so bad.
Okay, so the next, we'll do the giveaways after, but so real quick, I want to, not real quick, but you tell me. You can either bitch about something, or you can tell me some of your favorite moments on the Scene Snobs.
Some of my favorite moments on the Scene Snobs. Let's go with that. Because there's been a dickload of better things than there have been bad things. Of course, I would turn a fuck you episode into something nice. Because, you know what? All I have to say is the only people who really need to go fuck off are the ones who believe in their rights infringe on other people. If you feel you have the right to hurt someone else, to go out and be aggressive towards someone else, to be nasty and hurt feelings of someone else, you go fuck yourself. You want to call me a snowflake? I don't give a shit. Good times. Guess what? I'm a big boy. I'll handle it. And I've been called worse by better. Quite frankly, no one's going to top who's insulted me. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Be good to yourself. One of my favorite parts of the Scene Snobs through the years has been hanging out with my friend, you, buddy. I mean, honestly, this brought us back together. It was a very important thing for me. It was something I didn't know was going to happen. We had life, bro. Life happens. People drift apart. It's not a bad thing. Just life happens. We grow in different directions for a little bit. And the fact that we were able to grow back together, I think says something. And I'm also a firm believer of the big separation. If you've ever had a friend in your life that you've had a massive separation with and returned back to them, well, you're friends for life, and that's it. That's it.
I agree.
You're potentially a eulogy reader. I mean, that's how big in me, like that is the return. So,
yeah.
So that's been one of my favorite parts, man, has been able to hang out with your big fucking stupid face.
See, I would have said Ross Marquand.
Well, no. All right. Ross Marquand's number 2. Okay, so with Brian Krause, strong 3, bro.
Yeah.
Strong 3.
I was so happy for that moment, too, because people, you don't understand how big of a Brian Krause fan Casey is. And this
First
is
of all,
before.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I watched Charmed eons ago in high school. I watched Charmed, y'all. And Sleepwalkers was legit one of my favorite fucking movies because I would watch that and Christine when TNT did like the back-to-back Stephen King horror double feature on a Sunday or whatever. So one day where I wasn't out haying, I'd get an opportunity to actually sit down and watch a movie or chopping wood, whatever we had to do to fucking survive in the Great White North. And then, so it was awesome to be able to watch Brian Krause, Sleepwalkers, crushing it, teaching me exactly how to not approach women ever. It's terrible. Don't ever try that. And then, we got to meet him and Charmed, and it was fucking cool, man. That was a wild experience. And you were fucking with me the whole night. Like I say, I mean, I met him in the fucking hotel, just random, like, oh, here's Brian Krause, and I was just like, hey, what's up, man? We're just having some beers. Like, that's cool. Inside, I was like, what?
So that weekend when we were at Carolina Fear Fest, that weekend, Casey got hit on by Bailing. It was not the other way around.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
She asked me to read her lines. That was it. We read lines together.
She was
sick fuck.
She was on the hunt for Casey.
No.
That's the way I remember.
I was like the guppy, and she was fishing, and she went, "Let's throw you back."
Yeah, she's a shark, man. She's awesome.
Oh yeah. She's badass.
You became friendly with Hannah Fierman.
I did, yes.
From VHS. Very friendly. Like not, and when I say very friendly, I'm not being lewd. I'm just saying.
No. I mean, it was cool because we were hanging out with my friends Jacob and Kathleen. We're all having a blast, and we just got to fucking hang out and just shoot the shit. And it was great because Jacob's in there talking about, oh man, when your head splits open, it scares the shit out of me. Like at one point, he was pretty drunk, and she was pretty drunk, and they're staring at each other, and he kind of had that like, he was like terrified. He was legitimately scared. Like, is she gonna freak out?
Oh, dude,
it's funny.
And okay, so you became friends with Brian Krause, which is funny because you always talked about like Leo's like your guy, Leo's who you want to be like, and then like you became friends with Brian Krause, which I thought was awesome. Rob Mello, becoming friends with Rob
Mello's
Mello.
The shit, dude. Awesome. I fucking love Rob, man. He was so much fun. What a great time with Rob.
But to do a whole interview with Ross Marquand where you guys are doing voices back and forth, like that was a joy to watch.
But that's the thing is that's what I want to do again. And I went back and listened to that again, and I was a little bitter. I was like, just because all the crowd noise, that's all. And it's not bad. It's just, I just want to hear the way he did it. When we were sitting there listening, you know, with heads on, I was like, I could hear as he's changing through the voices, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. All right, where are we going? What? Oh, so you do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. And then, my gosh. And then, where are you going to be?
I still think you guys doing a
John C.
podcast.
Riley and was like, hey, like that was awesome.
You guys doing a podcast called M Squared where you're both are Matthew McConaughey talking about life's events and what's going on in the world?
I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. There's a lot going on right now. I mean, you got that R. Kelly trial. That's some pretty crazy stuff. I say, man, you can't hurt kids like that. That's not all right. And you heard he was peeing on everybody. I don't know about that, man.
That's not cool.
That's not what I would do. That's not what I would do. Look, I do a lot of things with my shirt off. But peeing on people ain't one of them.
Dude, fucking weirdo. So I forgot to write down everybody who won.
Oh, that's cool. Well, good. I'm glad you just. We're gonna have to review.
Well, it's recorded. I can go back.
Exactly.
It was Jason, Paul, Tim,
John,
mm-hmm. And for the cookie, Dan the Man.
Oh, Dan! Congratulations,
cookie, sir.
Hot diggity dog. Yeah,
Love
I can't really put it as one thing that I mean, as cool as it was to the Brian Krause thing is huge, and being able to work with other artists who have this incredible talent and skill, but also it's meeting all of the people. Like we met Matt and Dave and Paul, and we meet all of these other people, Ron, Jason. We've met so many people through this, Kathleen and Tim, and it's just the amount of people and relationships that we've built through this has been so great, and I hope just continues to forge forward, because that's been more important to me than anything else. I don't look to do this because we're going to be prolific and rich. I think that's fucking crazy talk. I'm shocked that anyone listens to, well, all right, and in other ways we'll make money, bro. This is for us. This is for us to have friends, to have a blast, to just fuck about and be silly, and
for him to be silly. I am legitimately looking at this as a lucrative process. So this is not a hobby for me. I'm incorporated. I run this stuff. I am very happy to have him on board.
Yeah. But
this is going to be a day job.
Oh, of course it is.
Fairly soon.
Of course it is, but it's going to be because you're a producer.
It's
going to be because you're also, you know what I'm saying? It's a different aspect, brother. They say, I'm talent. All I do is come in and I dance for a little bit and I make people laugh. I'm well aware of what I do. I'm not smart special at all.
We're going to launch the voice career. It's going to happen.
Exactly. That's what I'll do. I'll launch my voice career. Outside of that, this is just an opportunity to be able to meet a bunch of people and to hang out with people and build relationships and to be able to hopefully entertain I mean, that's been the whole reason. That was all I ever wanted to do. And that's all we've ever done through this is to entertain and to bring a little light to people who are struggling. And, sometimes life is hard and it's bullshit and it's too much. And so fuck it. Flip us on for an hour and just laugh your ass off and be silly. Tell someone to go fuck themselves. Someone you love, look them dead in the face and say, honey, fuck you. Because that can be, I love you too. You don't know.
I want you all to
Everyone
stand
says love
outside.
differently.
Stand out on your balconies and scream at the top of your lungs. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
I was really hoping we were going to say fuck you. It would have been way cool if we synced up with fuck you. But
no way, that's what the line is.
I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. Yeah.
I'm so mad. I could go take a tour of the Capitol.
Easy. Let's pump those brakes. That still happened within the same calendar year, bro. So let's
Dude, the fact that so many people are coming out and saying it was a tour, a guided tour, it boggles my. I didn't even get to unleash on those assholes. Anyway, we are winding down.
We did not get a complete fuck you episode, but I will tell you this: I feel better. The amount of fucks that I have given were limited. We did the Summer of Rudd to wrap that up real quick to put a little cap on Summer of Rudd. Here's the thing with Summer of Rudd. Did I get in better shape? No. Did I quit smoking cigarettes? I did not. Did I take a long enough break in everything that I anticipated doing so that way I'd be able to create a new level of sobriety? Again, no. What I did do was learn to give fewer fucks. I lost a lot of friends this summer. During the Summer of Rudd, a lot of people who meant a lot to me, either currently or in the past. And what I did learn was to make sure to live my life and let those know that I love and I care, that I appreciate them and I love them. So if any of you people are receiving random texts from me saying I love you or I appreciate you, that's what's up.
But I will tell you this right now. If you receive those texts, you should be grateful. But unless he says to you, what's the strongest ship in the fleet? If he doesn't say that to you, you're not a friend.
It's true. It's true. I guess I will have to start ending that, adding that in there as well. Good old drunken Mike Kimball, famous. What's the strongest ship in the fleet?
I can't believe that.
Friendship.
When I was drunk, that was my drunk text go-to.
Consistently.
It
was not one time. It was every fucking time I knew Mike was drunk because, hey man, what's the strongest ship in the fleet? I'm like, oh my God.
And I wouldn't even wait for the answer.
Yeah, no, he'd always immediately say friendship. Sometimes he would put it in the same line.
Yeah.
He would literally just say, what's the strongest ship in the fleet? Friendship. And it's like, that's not.
And then a period. There's no question mark. It just goes right in a period. And you're just like, okay, this dude is drunk. Yeah. Oh my God. That was always my go-to. I remember talking to Joe and I texted him and I was like, I'm so glad that you found hockey so we could be friends. Now we had been friends for 10 years and now he just stumbles upon hockey and I'm like, now we can be friends. And our friendship was never predicated on hockey in any way, shape or sports in any way. So I don't know why I texted him was yeah, we're both hockey fans. Yeah. I didn't get it, but whatever. That's what you do with friends. And I would do it all over again. 100%.
Nice.
Now I will say this.
It's been a long road getting from there to here to there.
Don't you fucking dare with that one. Don't you?
Well, I'm just saying I've got faith of the heart. All right.
Oh, shut up. No, we're not doing that. You bastard. All right. I appreciate everybody. Our final winner tonight is of a 24 by 36 horror movie poster. I'm going to let them decide, and that is Stacy. So
congratulations, Stacy. All right.
Which is funny because Stacy had heard on a show that we would be giving away posters and stuff like that, and that's what excited her, and she's the last name to pop up.
Well, there you go.
Now, I don't want to leave anybody out. So, Chris will be sending you something too. And anybody who by the end of the month signs up for our Patreon will send you guys something too.
And just as a heads up, it is currently September 28th. So you have 2 más days.
But if you sign up, even in October, you will be eligible for giveaways in October.
Yes, for future giveaways, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do a giveaway every month.
Mm-hmm. So. Minimum, and sometimes 5. We don't even know. Maybe 5 a show. Fuck it. We're just here to do whatever it is the fuck we pretend to do. And we appreciate everyone for listening. I appreciate every single one of you for hanging out and dealing with this garbage mess tonight of the fuck off episode. But
we'll be back strong with the anniversary episode next week. Lots of guests, lots of fun times.
So in lieu of my standard goodbye, I will switch it up tonight and kindly tell everyone that I love you and please go fuck yourselves.
I like that. I will just say before you go fuck yourselves, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media. Head over to thescenesnobs.com. That's where all our links are. We do greatly appreciate it when you like these videos or you like the audio and, on the podcast, stuff like that, or follow us. It goes very well with being shown in the algorithm so other people will find us. Very happy to do this with you, Casey. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching and listening and all your support. We truly love you. I know we went on rants tonight. That's what this was. It was the Purge for next week.
Exactly.
And we're going to go crazy. I'm going to join Casey in the sentiment that fuck you very much. We love you. Take care. Have a good night. Love you, Len.